You've seen them. The tearful stares, the dramatic rain scenes. The "I can't live without you" speeches that go on for 5 minutes. Ha ha ha, Turkish romantic dramas have conquered the world. So why does America hate the same shows that make the rest of the world swoon? Today, we're counting down the top 5 most romantic Turkish dramas that everyone, except Americans, seems to love. Let's get into it. A wealthy older man then falls passionately in love with his nephew. Adults, the irony. The very thing Americans hate is what the rest of the world loves. The slow burn. The emotional torture. The feeling that love is worth suffering for. Number 4. Med Caesar. The Turkish adaptation of America's own The O.C. Yes, you heard that right. America created the original. Turkey made it more dramatic. The show follows the same basic plot. A troubled teen from the wrong side of the tracks enters a wealthy, sheltered community. But here's where it gets interesting. The Turkish version is way more melodramatic than the original. One episode has 3 beatings and an attempted murder. The Luke Ward character, Orkan, is such a jerk that he's basically irredeemable. And that famous O.C. line, "Welcome to the O.C., bitch?" Haha, it became "Aramisa Hoskeldin less, welcome among us, dead meat." Why do Americans hate it? Because it takes something we already made and turns it up to 11. Turkish dramas have a high threshold for melodrama. American viewers see it as unrealistic. Turkish viewers see it as authentic emotion. Number 3. Kızılcık Şerbeti, Cranberry Sherbet. This show sparked massive controversy, not just in Turkey, but globally. The show follows 2 families, one conservative, one modern, whose lives collide through marriage. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. Turkey's broadcasting watchdog RTK launched an investigation against the show, accusing it of insulting family values. The show received millions of complaints. And yet, it's one of the most watched dramas in Turkey. So why do Americans hate it? The conservative themes don't translate the same way. American audiences expect romantic dramas to be about romance, not cultural wars over tradition versus modernity. But for Middle Eastern audiences, this is their story. A story about their identity. Americans see it as too preachy. The rest of the world sees it as too real. Number 2. Enfes Bir Akşam, or Old Money, the Netflix Turkish drama that tried to be Hollywood and Americans still hated it. One IMDb reviewer put it perfectly, and I quote, "Rather than embracing authentic Turkish culture, storytelling, and emotional realism, it tries too hard to imitate a Hollywood-style production. If I want a Hollywood-style movie, I can easily watch one, but I come to Turkish cinema for authenticity, depth, cultural texture, and emotional honesty." Why do Americans hate it? Because it feels fake to everyone. For Turkish audiences, it's a betrayal of their identity. For American audiences, it's a bad imitation of something they already have. As one critic said, Hollywood already exists. Turkish storytelling deserves to stand proudly on its own. The show tried to please everyone, and please no one. And finally, number 1. Sin Kalkapimi, You Knock on My Door. This show was sold to 85 countries. It made Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin international superstars. And yet, it was fined in Turkey for being too immoral. Why? There's a scene where the leads relax in a jacuzzi. Haha, Turkey's RTK ruled this, encourages premarital physical relation, and damages traditional family values. They were fined 30 million Turkish lira. But for the rest of the world, that scene was just romantic. For Americans, we have Game of Thrones. A jacuzzi scene is nothing. Here's the real reason Americans hate Sin Kalkapimi. It's too wholesome. Haha, the drama is about whether a CEO and a florist will admit they like each other. No physical needs. No violence. No dark twists. For American audiences used to gritty, realistic romance, this feels like a fairy tale. Oh, but for the rest of the world? That fairy tale is exactly what they want. So, why does America hate what the world loves? It's not about quality. It's about cultural expectations. American viewers value fast pacing, realism, and cool emotions. We don't cry easily. We don't do slow motion staring. We solve our problems in 42 minutes. But Turkish dramas? They're built on emotional excess. Every feeling is maximized. One academic study found that American audiences often see Turkish dramas as overly melodramatic, but that same melodrama is exactly what makes them feel something. As a Turkish viewer might say, "You bansi diziler duygusal tepki yok." Her say fazla kontrolü, fazla cool. In foreign shows, there's no emotional reaction. Everything is too controlled, too cool. The irony? Turkish dramas are the second largest film industry in the world after Hollywood. They're not failing globally, they're thriving. Just not in America. So, the next time you see an American mocking a Turkish romantic drama, remember, the rest of the world is watching, and crying, and loving every second. Which of these dramas have you watched? Are you a fan, or do you agree with the Americans? Comment below. I'm Stop 5. Subscribe for more psychological breakdowns.